And now it's time for whiteboard stories. That's where we tell stories on a whiteboard. Clever name, huh?
Okay, let's continue from where we left off last time with our David series. If you haven't already seen part 1, go ahead and watch that first. Now, do you two remember where we left off?
The people of Israel whined for a king, so God had Samuel anoint Saul. Saul did good until he didn't, so God told Saul nuh-uh and told David yeah-huh, and Saul didn't have Spotify Premium.
Very good, Landon.
I've been so ready for part 2.
Well, part 2 is definitely exciting.
Well, what happens next?
Well, here comes the enemies of Israel, the Philistines.
Uh-oh, what were they up to?
Well, to put it short, the Philistines were misbehaving and brought their champion to challenge the Israelites to a battle. If the Philistines' champion won, the Israelites would have to become their slaves. But if the Israelites' champion won, the Philistines would be their slaves.
Mom always told me gambling and slavery isn't a good thing.
A very good lesson. Right, this bet was a really bad move on the Philistines' part too.
Why? Were the Israelites, like, all bad? Well, not bad like bad, but like bad like cool? They could fight really well?
Well, their first course of action was to run away and hide.
Huh?
Well, the Philistines' champion was a literal giant. He was big and mean, and he scared the Israelites' whole army.
And how was this challenge a bad thing for the Philistines?
Because they didn't count on David.
David? But he's just a boy.
Well, that may be true, but David was a really tough dude. I don't think I know anybody who's fought a bear and outran a lion.
Bruh!
Hey, why'd you draw me there? Oh, no reason. Only lion we know how to draw. Remember, David's a shepherd, and one time a bear tried to take his sheep, and another time a lion did, and both times David won. Now, during this, battle, David was bringing his brothers some food since they were in the fight too, but right when David got there, he overheard Goliath shouting all kinds of trash talk.
Do you kiss your mother with that mouth?
That's right, and David didn't like that at all, and he saw that everybody else was terrified of him.
You know what they need?
What?
A bazooka.
What?
Or a cannon.
Well, they didn't have
All good battles have cannons.
Okay, off topic here. Anyways, David asked them, what's the reward for defeating this guy? And they replied, oh, he'll be rich and get to marry the king's daughter. Well, that sounded like a good deal to David, so he told King Saul, hey, I'll do it. But Saul was like, you can't fight Goliath, you're just a kid. But David told Saul about the lion and the bear and said Goliath is no different from them. And he told him that the Lord would be with him. So Saul agreed to let David fight and gave him his armor.
Ooh, that must have been some shiny, kingly armor, huh?
Yeah, but it didn't feel right for David, so he said he'd rather fight without it.
No armor? Well, did he at least get a sword?
Nope, David's weapon of choice was actually a sling and a smooth stone.
That's it?
Well, he did bring his staff and 4 other stones. Maybe that was just in case it took more than that, I don't know. So when David went to Goliath, the giant started making fun of him. He said, am I a dog that you come at me with sticks? And then started trash talking all over again.
Ruh-roh.
Although I think David's response was a little scarier than Goliath's. Yeah, David told Goliath that the Lord would help him win this battle.
This is getting intense.
Well, there was a lot of build-up, but the match didn't last long at all. David ran right up to Goliath and threw a stone at him with his sling. The stone hit Goliath right on the forehead and knocked him face down on the ground. Bye-bye. Yep, after the Philistines saw how David defeated Goliath, they all took off running.
Whoa! Goes to show you what you can accomplish with God on your side, huh?
That's right, Landon. Jesus said in Matthew 19:26 that with God, all things are possible. Pretty awesome stuff, huh?
Well, that's a happy ending to the story of David.
What do you mean, ending?
That's it, right? It always ends with David defeating Goliath.
Well, there's a lot more to talk about, and I mean a lot.
Huh?
Yep, I don't know if we'll have time to even scratch the surface in this video. Nope, so we'll have to pick that story back up next time.
Wait!
What is it, Landon?
Who was watching the sheep?
Oh, don't worry, David got someone to fill in for him.
Oh, phew. Good.
See you next time.
This has been Whiteboard Stories. We'll see you next time.